Today we're going to be testing out Warzone Mobile on 4 different devices. We've got a top-of-the-line Android gaming phone versus a top-of-the-line iPhone. And we have a top-of-the-line Android gaming tablet versus a top-of-the-line Apple tablet. Now we're starting out here on the top-of-the-line Android gaming tablet, which if you're curious, we have the difference between mid and high graphics, and we can play at the uncapped frame rate, which of course we will be doing so. Additionally, these Android devices usually have some sort of way to display the graphics, or I guess more like system info. So right here you can see device charge, how long the device has been on, but most importantly the FPS. So we're gonna be putting it at the top middle of the screen. It's at any time you guys can look up and see exactly how many frames we have at any given moment. All right, now if you look straight up at the sky, it's showing 143 FPS. We just look at the ground and like we're actually playing, it's more in like the mid 70s and 80s, but this is on the high graphics. So I think we might start off the game on the mid graphics, which is the lower of the graphical options. We are also rocking Max FOV, which will hurt the graphical performance just a little bit. Obviously off the bat, the quality isn't going to be as good on iOS, but it still really holds up, at least from like a first perspective. Dude, this is a new device, new HUD, man. Hopefully my teammates clutch up. No, they're not clutching up. Dude, he's the last team. Oh my God, this is the last guy alive in my team. Please. Oh my God. Now, this device is the Red Magic gaming tablet. It is super hard to get your hands on outside of China, but luckily I was able to get my hands on it before it kind of just stopped going on sale a few months ago. But I mean, this feels really good. I mean, the frames are going up and down between 90 and 100, but it doesn't feel like laggy. It's not like they're going down to like 60 or 70 or 50. Like, it's still really stable, and the input delay feels really good. Like, everything just still feels really good. And I'll also try to put the device specs on screen for you guys right now for this if you're curious. Oh no, where'd this guy go? Bro, he bamboozled me. Oh, this SMG at range is so mid. But playing on mid graphics might be the wave. I mean, it's not even that bad. Like, it's a little blurry, it's a little pixelated, but I'm getting pretty used to it. Okay, we gotta pop some shields. Holy crap, we're getting fried here in the open. But let's go switch to the high graphics just to see what that performance difference is like. I was gonna say, I hear the guy. Oh my gosh, we're almost able to get him. No, I didn't mean to do that. No, he's so far away. Still though, getting like 90 FPS, 100 FPS over here by the seaside, not looking at the mountains. I do feel like Verdansk could be a little bit worse on the performance. But like, so far this feels good. Whoa, my frames. What's happening? Oh my gosh, it's like 40 FPS. Ugh. Dude, what is happening? Oh my goodness. Dude, this is terrible. I have to like, is it my settings? Maybe change it to mid? Oh, that does nothing. It's just like, now I'm stuck at 45. Oh my gosh. Hello. Yeah, but then it's, whoa, as soon as I died, it went back to like 100. Did you see that? That was so weird. My device doesn't feel hot like at all. Like, I don't think that's an overheating issue. Maybe that's like a zone issue. That was not cool. That definitely bumps the downer number, because if you can't clutch up in the end zone, then you can't clutch up the win. Ooh, I didn't like that. To make the test fair though, we are going to be playing 1 game of Rebirth, 1 game of Verdansk, and 1 game of multiplayer to just get the rounded out experience. But this doesn't really feel like any worse of performance. Oh, I forgot. I am on the lower graphics setting. Actually, same thing. Let's do lower graphics for the start of the game and bump it up to higher graphics for the ending portion. No, don't leave. God, why is this gun shoot so slow? Thank you. I would say the performance definitely feels a bit like hitchier or like less consistent on this map than it did on Rebirth. Even though the frames still say 80, it definitely feels like it's definitely having more lag and stutter than before. So I want to see, maybe it makes more sense to play on a capped like 60 FPS. Ooh, I don't know. That doesn't feel that feels worse than uncapped for sure, I'd say. And even then, if you look at my frames, I'm not even getting 60. I'm getting like 55 FPS, which is kind of interesting. So back to uncapped it is, but I don't even want to try high graphics on this map because I don't think it'll bode well at all. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I mean, I can die, I guess. Oh man, we're back to getting like 50 FPS, which is so weird. Even if I look at the sky, maybe it does think my device is like, it's not hot at all, though. And we're back to uncapped. It's like the game is trying to determine if my device can actually run uncapped or not. And it just keeps like thermal. It's just like throttling something. I don't know what it is, but it's doing something. Yeah, when the device isn't doing this weird like 50 FPS cap, it feels really good. Again, I say like 8.5 out of 10, but this is like a 6, 7 out of 10 just because it's like jarring and the frame rate is oof. And that should be a GG's. Yeah, much worse experience, but we're still gonna play multiplayer and see how we feel. All right, first impressions. We are back in business. 90 FPS. I'm liking the feeling. Looks good, feels good. Hitting the shots, which is always good. Gonna try to get in a full game if possible to see if we don't experience any frame drops. Oh no, it's back. What? It's like you start the game. Again, my device a little hot. It's like maybe if I stop charging it, but then it's just gonna die super fast. It almost just feels like I'm playing in slow-mo kinda. And again, Android is infamously much harder to optimize for just based off the fact that there's a million Android devices and there's usually only a few iOS devices that a developer has to optimize for when it comes to mobile gaming. So I'm not surprised by this, but this is one of the leading tablets on the market. I think it has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor, 144 hertz refresh rate display. The stats on this thing are just crazy good. So yeah, final rating 7 for the Android tablet, maybe 7.5, because I know there's a lot of potential. If they fix the issues, then 9, but right now like 7.5. Now to really put the tablet to the test, we're immediately hopping into some Rebirth on the iPad Pro 2021 12.9 inch tablet. We're rocking the uncapped frame rate, and then for graphics we're rocking high because peak graphics right now for some reason just kind of makes your device cap at like 30 or 40 FPS. But bro, okay, this feels so much better. Like the Android tablet felt good. This feels great. Like you can say I'm glazing, you could say whatever, but like having the availability to hop onto different devices between like a minute of each other, like dude, these devices, it's night and day difference, which is pretty impressive considering the Android tablet was already running 100 like FPS and was running well, but this is looks better and is more consistent and more smooth. Like you just get the best of both worlds. So I feel like my rating's already probably gonna be pretty high at like a 9 or something like that, but I could be wrong. Oh my gosh, yeah, dude, the gunfights are so... I will say, Android tablets have been known to have some input delay issues, and I know for my tablet in particular, it does make aiming a little bit weird. I have had some issues on other mobile games, so iPads, they're just like the cream of the crop when it comes to playing mobile shooters with input delay and performance and quality. You just get the best of everything. Whoa. No, need to learn how to reload my weapons. There we go. All right, well, I don't even, 10 out of 10, it's just going to be the best way to play Warzone. Like, an iPad, big screen, a big display. I don't think I dropped any frames. I mean, this is my first game on, and I will say this tablet is already hotter than my Android tablet ever got at its hottest peak, and it's only been 10 minutes, which is pretty interesting to note, but let's go play some Verdansk and see how the game holds up then. Same thing, I mean, Verdansk, it's looking good, it's feeling really good. I guess the only thing is, I've seen some people say this tablet gets frame drops at like different points throughout the match, like in intense situations. I personally haven't even really had that happen to me. It's hard on iPad because you don't have an FPS counter, so you can't really tell statistically and number wise. You kind of just have to go off feel, but it feels still really good to me, and it's gonna be hard for the Android phone or even the iPhone to beat this gaming experience, that is for sure. Oh, hello there. Please, 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 please. Oh, come on. Whoa, what is this scope? That's wicked. I'm digging that. Yeah, dude, this device is just handling everything like a beast. It's definitely not 120, but it's well over 60, and it's probably in the 60 to 90 range, and that's really impressive considering we're in a city environment. The map is much bigger. There's much more stuff to load in. And that guy was just walking straight to me, and I didn't even realize it. Yikers. Uh-oh. What are you doing hiding? Oh, no. Oh, no. Please. Let me get this. Let me get this. Let's go. All right, yeah. Dude, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. It's just so freaking good. All right, all right. Final test. Dude, oh, my gosh. It's just crazy to me. Wait. There's a hard point on shipment? This map is so small. How is there a hard point? It's just the middle of the map. What the heck? Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, this used to be a pretty unenjoyable experience a few months ago to play shipment because the input delay was blah. The map was blah. It was all just like, it was playable, but it wasn't a fun playable experience. This is a really fun playable experience with the input delay being super low and the frames being super high and the map looking super vibrant and crisp. 9 out of 10. There's room for improvements. Obviously, there always will be, but right now, the iPad Pros and the iPad lineup is probably just going to be your best bet for playing Warzone Mobile at like a high fidelity, high frame rate manner, and because that's why we're giving it such a high rating of 9 out of 10. But we still have 2 more devices to go, that being the iOS phone and the Android phone, which is what most of y'all will be playing on and what most of y'all probably care about. So let's go get those devices booted on up. All right, well, we are starting things off on the Android device, and wow, does this look good. Let's go ahead and turn on that system info again, see what kind of FPS we're getting. I thought I went ahead. We have it on uncapped and mid, and it says we're only getting 60 FPS. Our hertz are set at, we'll go ahead and lock it at 120 to make sure. Oh, maybe that was the issue. Let's see, here we go. There's 120 FPS, so it's possible. Let's just see how much we actually end up getting. Oh, dude, this is smooth, though. This is crisp. Wow, this feels so good. Okay, I was gonna say, for this, I'm not an iPhone player. I don't really know this HUD that well. Don't you dare self-res. Get out of here, bucko. Oh my god, we're actually getting 120. Look at the FPS. Look at the FPS counter. Dude, this, I'm not even trolling. I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling. This feels like an iPad. This feels insane. This feels insane, dude. Oh my god, this feels better than the iPad. I'm not kidding. The Red Magic, this is a Red Magic 8. I don't think it's a Pro, just a Red Magic 8. They make some phenomenal gaming phones. Not sponsored. Literally not a single part of this video was sponsored, by the way. I know I'm using both Red Magic and both Apple products, but I just think from having owned a ton of Android products, I feel like Red Magic has worked the best for me. But dude, oh my god, we're like actually getting 120 FPS. This is crazy. I'm not even sure if my iPhone can beat this. Oh my gosh, and people were saying the performance was bad. Now, this phone, I think retails for around $700. You might be able to pick it up used for even cheaper. I know this is the older model too. There's a Red Magic 9 out right now. Oh, he's running for his life. Oh, do we get him? Oh no. Dude, I've been chasing this guy for half an hour. Can I just get him, please? Like, the input delay is phenomenal. This feels so good, dude. Again, sorry for the glazing, but yeah, dang, man. It feels so nice to play Warzone Mobile at, like, frame rates like this. And I'm literally getting 100 FPS. I'm legit running around with 100 FPS on average. And these graphics, because they're on a phone, they just feel so good. Oh, no. Dude, I'm so washed on a phone. I thought I was moving and grooving right there. Jeez. Does this tell me the temperature? How do I find out the temperature? Maybe that's just OnePlus devices? Oh, we're dead? I don't even care, man. I want to go test Verdansk. This thing is crazy. This might score higher than the iPad. I'm not trolling. Averaging 100 FPS with these kind of graphics, crazy. Nah. What? 120 FPS in Verdansk? Okay, all right. That's more like it. Thank you. Dude, why is this? I need this device to drop frames. I can't have this Android device being better than my... Oh my god, bro. It's better than my iPhone. better than my iPad. It literally, in person, it looks like there's motion blur. It's not gonna come through on camera, but in person, it looks like someone has added motion blur to the gameplay. This is running so well. Dude, I'm actually in disbelief right now. This is my first time using this device on this update, and oh my God, I'm losing my marbles, bro. There we go. There's one anonymous. Oh my gosh, getting clipped on by a 120 FPS phone user. Oh, back down to 90 frames. But even then, anything over 90 just feels so good. It doesn't really matter. Wait, I'm getting shot. Oh my God, what? Dude, I was getting shot from both sides. They're trolling. All right, well, can't throw the gulag with 120 FPS. So that's just not gonna happen. There we go. Easy claps. Back in the fight. Let's go. What? I was literally coming up to kill that. Bro, why is this the best device and I'm playing the worst on it? Let's go. We're getting bought back. Oh, it only took me 3 or 4 minutes of waiting, but one of my teammates was gracious enough to buy me back, and we could see the performance of this device in game. Let's go. Let's just make sure not to die off spawn or die flying in. Very cool. Still getting a crisp, like 100 FPS. Wow. 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 Landed on the roof. Just finesse this guy's whole loadout. No. 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 I thought it didn't have the issue. Oh, no. It's thermal. That has to be what it is, dude. It has to be thermal throttling. As in, like, if the device gets too hot. If you could see my frames are now capped at 60 FPS. This is also a device thing and less of a game thing. So sometimes Fortnite Mobile will do this, where if the device gets too hot, the whole device kind of starts shutting down. It's less of the game and more of the device. So this might just be a result of Warzone Mobile heating up the device really quick and me not really being able to do anything about it. I could obviously use a cooler in between matches, and there's a few different things I could try to do. It seems better than the tablet. Like, that thing was not hot at all. Dude, this is insane. This device, if it doesn't overheat, it performs like it's better than the iPad. Not trolling. All right, well, let's see. I mean, I'm not really expecting much of a difference here in terms of performance. And wow, again, this just, it feels very, it might feel better than the iPad. This might be scoring like a 9.5, man. Indoors, you're getting like above 100 FPS consistently. And with the graphics, even on medium, it's just so good somehow. I don't know what they did. I don't know how they optimize this device, but whatever they did to this device, just do it to every other device in the world and they'll fix Android optimization. I hope someone from Warzone is watching this video, because that's all they got to do. And again, anything over 90 FPS, the distinguishing factor is pretty small. So just having a device average over 90 FPS is the big thing. And it's doing that pretty consistently, averaging between like 85 and 100 FPS. Yeah, this is phenomenal. So it definitely does seem like a heat thing, though. If Warzone's able to perform like this without the insane heat, then this Android device would seemingly never have any of those issues. And I never even tested out the high graphics because I personally just didn't feel like it was even needed. And also, yeah, now we're getting still decent frame rate, but between like 60 and 90, but I want between like 80 and 100. But I would say the graphics are noticeably better. But yeah, now we're chilling right around that 60 FPS mark, which still feels really good. But I would much rather prefer to lower graphics at a higher frame rate, which is how I've been testing all these devices. But it's still good to know that even at the highest graphics, you're still getting 60 FPS. Well, folks, I gotta do it. 9 out of 10. 9.2 out of 10. I have to rank that higher than the iPad. It was phenomenal from start to finish. Other than the overheating issue, which can be solved, I'm assuming, by putting your phone on some sort of cooler, blew me out of the water. Absolutely phenomenal gaming experience. All right, we're here on the iPhone, and I can already tell it's just... Wait. Bro, why do I've switched so many times between so many devices over the last few days and making Warzone Mobile content. But it's not bad. It's like 7.5, 8 out of 10. This is where like having an in-game FPS counter just kind of like makes you more sane. Because I am screen recording, and I'm not sure if screen recording on iOS devices caps your frame rate at 60. But either way, we are playing on the lowest graphical setting, and we do have the uncapped frame rate option, but it doesn't feel the same. I'm not getting that like motion blur type feel that I was getting just moments ago. But again, that's not to say this is a bad experience by any means. It's just a different experience. And again, it's something I said earlier in the video, like this is a AAA title that is $70 on PC and console that we are accessing for free on our phones at 60 FPS or hopefully 60 FPS with the device you're playing on. And I'm merely making this video as a comparison of high-end devices and less of like trying to say one way is the correct way to play. But it has been really eye-opening because I thought iOS was going to sweep all the categories. But like I predicted, I mean, like I said, 7.5, 8 out of 10. Good experience, but not really feeling the benefits of that uncapped frame rate at the moment. But it still feels really good. Responsiveness is there. Haven't experienced any big frame drops, but I want to go test this in a battle royale. So let's go back out, see what we can get popping. Yeah, same thing as multiplayer. Feels good, but nothing like stellar. And again, I'm not sure if that's because this is an iPhone 13 and not the iPhone 15, and it's an iPhone 13 Pro, so it's not like the Pro Max. It's not like the best of the best of the best. Like there's room for improvement. I know this does, I believe, have it up to 120 hertz display, but yeah, I'm just really not familiar on like usually how games run on this, but it's just so solid. This is really just rock solid, and my sensitivity is all goofed nice. But honestly, I would still rather probably choose to play on this over the frame limited Red Magic tablet, just because it seems like I know I'm at least gonna get 60 FPS at the bare minimum, and maybe upwards of 90 or 120. Oh, that was clean. Jeez. I like me a bit of that. And a GG. Just one more map to test, and then we'll have the final results. Ooh, definitely pretty laggy in Verdansk. Here, for scientific reasons, I'm going to turn off the screen recorder, play for a minute or two, and then let you guys know. All right, screen recorder's off, and oh no, we're still lagging a little bit. Not nearly as bad as we were just a few seconds ago, but still probably not even 60 FPS. All right, we're back screen recording, and oh my gosh, it's woo-wee, this is bad. Now, I don't know if this is a screen recording issue, or it's definitely way worse on screen recording, or if this is a Verdansk or an iPhone issue, but this is the worst I've experienced, at least right there. Maybe it was just because I was starting the screen recording, but yikes. Definitely hitting some big lag spikes though. So I guess that doesn't bode well for iPhone, high-end iPhone screen record users, because right now we are not cooking. Maybe if I go settings, graphics, I mean, we're already mid. Maybe we go 60. We weren't even on max FOV either. Ooh, I wonder if taking it off uncapped will help us a little bit with performance. Oh, it doesn't really seem to be helping at the moment. Oh, like, man, the frames. Whoa, this is crazy. This is crazy laggy. Again, I'm chalking most of this up to screen recording, and that's just not fair because I just don't have like a lightning adapter, because I just never use my iPhone to record. But regardless, I don't think it should be causing like this much of an issue. Like, it wasn't, but it's just weird because it wasn't this bad on Rebirth Island, which is so confusing. Oh, it might be over, boys. It might be over. We might have ran to the one real team in here. Oh, we cooked. No, we cooked one. We could have cooked one. He self-rises. He self-rises. Are we in this? Oh, I think we're chilling. Oh, wait, no, there's more. Oops. Res me. I know I'm lagging, but I promise to help. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching the final standings. I have to do it. Red Magic phone right below the iPad. It's like this. Like if the Red Magic phone has a bad day and starts lagging, it's definitely gonna go below the iPad. The iPad's just a tank. That's right there in the number 2 spot. And then iPhone 13 was not that impressive. iPhone 13 Pro, by the way, which again is over 2 years old and isn't the maxed out version. And I was screen recording, so I'll give it a lot of the benefit of the doubts. But so like probably like a 6.5, 7 in terms of performance. And then same thing with the Android tablet. If the Android tablet, they could fix that weird frame throttling thing, then then that thing would also be a really consistent option. But it seems like Android phones are really solid, iOS tablets are really solid, and it's kind of backwards for the other sides of the ecosystems. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a longer one. Wanted to do a deep dive comparison to just really give you guys the meat and potatoes of performance right now in Warzone Mobile, right before global launch and with the global launch version of the game. So if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and with all that being said, it's been DuckyTheGamer, and catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.